Welcome. So, as promised, I've got an assignment for you to work on in class. Before I introduce that, I imagine some of you are already looking at it. Any questions about anything? Yes? What's that? Well, okay, so yeah, it's hard to predict the future, but I imagine for most of my in-class stuff, I'll be encouraging you to work together. So just buddy up with someone. In fact, definitely for this one in particular, I've got an assignment submission for this and would like you all individually to submit it. However, if 2 or 3 of you gather around a single computer and do it together and then copy the deliverable, that's fine. Right? I'm not going to call cheatsies if you turn in the same thing. So definitely would encourage you to work with someone else rather than going it alone. Unless you're kind of the maverick type and you go it alone anyway, then I'll allow that. All right, any other questions? Then, quick look at this. In the assignments projects is the assignment 01. And I've got just a whole bunch of things to do. A lot of it is walking you pretty straightforward through it. It isn't giving you the syntax or anything. So the assumption is that you'll spend a lot of your time with this GPL manual searching for, for instance, the first one says setting the window height and width. So you might search this document for height. And then there you can find a parameter and go ahead and so I'm anticipating you would be using that as a reference that way. I mentioned in here in bold that definitely test this thing out after each one of these main items. It just saves you a lot of time in the long run. So even like this ridiculously short one, you should be able to create 2 variables, the reserved variables for the window height and the window width. Then you should be able to run it. Now it won't do a lot, but it will put up a window that's the right dimensions, and you hit Q to quit, and you go on to the next one. Okay, I think you'll get through stuff most quickly that way. As far as when I made this due, my anticipation is hope is that you get it all done by the end of class. If not by the end of class, that you get it done by the end of today. I don't have the deadline until 11:59 tomorrow evening. I would recommend you not take that long to do it because, and I don't have it here yet, but I will have it in the same folder, I will have an assignment submission for writing your own game. And that will be due prior to class meeting on Tuesday. So maybe like Monday at midnight that'll be due. And you don't want to be wasting saving this for the last minute because then that eats in on your time to do your own thing. Okay, and maybe if I'm not being called to answer questions or whatever around the room, while I'm sitting here, I'll add that assignment submission for your own game. So any questions? All right, it looks like most of you are already having at it. Go ahead and keep having at it.